right. We're just gonna make some spaghetti and meatballs here. Pretty chill, pretty easy. Grapefruit here. Let's go ahead and juice it. Yeah. And I do need to go get a measuring cup, don't I? I guess that's stuck. Nice good ice there. Looks like that's the only ice I'm getting out of there. That's fine. So you get your grapefruit juice here. Alright. I'm just gonna add. I'm confused. What am I doing here? God damn it. Grapefruit juice in. Then we're going, what's up, Hedari? Done. What's going on, Shoro? No. We'll do a shot and a half there. We'll give it a gentle stir. You can garnish it with something just to give it a little bit of color, yeah. You can even give it a little bit of club soda for the bubbles. Oh, thank you, Girl Dad. How are you doing today? Refreshing, light, all retro versus so very kind of you. Let's keep a little bit of organization going here. What a treat, more balls today. Well, I believe they're the same balls from last night, Terry. Yeah, that or just somebody magically made some meatballs and put them in my refrigerator. Well, it would be super cool, but I don't think that usually happens. What's up, motion? Motion. Now, wash your mushrooms. You just definitely want to get all the dirt off of them. No, what's going on, Rabina? Let's say it again. And we're just going to quarter these mushrooms up. I wish, Terry, I wish. I am really interested in some of the science that's coming out about the magic mushroom, so. I don't know, white ones, yeah, white mushrooms, I don't know the difference. Blanco. Look at that preheat here. Yeah, mushrooms are mushrooms, you know. So I think it'll be fine. I think they're just little bellas or, I don't know, they're mushrooms. We'll get the job done. Give a little bit of lime juice in there. I don't know. I think it's just, ranking mechanism or something. They just started appearing like last week. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to beat. I mean, the best part about pasta is it's pretty easy to do. I mean, if you take the time, you do it right, you don't rush it. You don't need all day, and it's cheap. I don't know if there's more that goes into it than that or not. Out of shit crown. Alright. Olive oil in. You don't need a ton, you can use any type of oil, I guess. Well, let's go ahead and start browning off your meatballs here. Yikes. They'll roll when they're ready. There we go. So the pan wasn't properly preheated, and that's why they're sticking a little bit. But they should be fine now. Nah. I'm gonna go take my dogs on the hike instead. Tendonitis, probably a simple overuse situation, Rabina. Yes, it's a greyhound, Terry. Look it up. No, it used to be served at the Greyhound bus stop. Furs brown what? Nice. Well, congratulations, Retro. did for about a month. I lost about 10 pounds when I got back from my ski trip, but I've been kind of holding steady at about anywhere from 188 to 192, Eddie. I'm about ready to start entering another training cycle or whatever. But that will definitely influence the consumption habits here. What's up, A2? Thank you, Eddie. I'm just making spaghetti and meatballs right now. You make some ball meat sandwich? That's possible, Terry. That might happen. I don't know what I'm going to cook tonight. This just might be my meal of the day, you know? We're not going to cook them all the way through because we can finish them in the sauce, and we don't want them to. So you definitely do want some pink still in your meatballs, because they'll keep cooking when you reintroduce them to your sauce. But you definitely do want the flavor from the browning on the outside. But yeah, make sure you preheat if you're using stainless, make sure you preheat it correctly, otherwise you might end up with a little bit of stickage. But the meatballs got cheese and breadcrumbs and a bunch of bullshit in them anyways, so this might be a situation where a non-stick pan would perform very well. But you're not trying to cook the shit out of your meatballs, you just want to brown the outside here. Oh, you can definitely overcook meatballs. Hey, thank you, Lakita. I hope you do as well. Yeah, well, as Mr. Widmer mentioned the other night, you learn how to cook in old pans, you know. You might need a different oil for that, for what you're talking about than olive Terry. Well, I guess olive oil could work, you know, why wouldn't it? Let's take a look for any burning cheese or anything that's not going to get better with time. And just go ahead and casually remove anything that's going to burn. There's a little bit of cheese that got in there, and that's okay. Go ahead, throw the mushrooms in. A little bit of salt with them, that's fine. Oh, thank you, Mark. This is a follow-on. Oh, what's going on? What? It's spaghetti and meatballs. We can turn the heat down to medium low. We don't need it on medium anymore. Oh, what's going on, Super Saiyan? Maybe. Pasta with mussels sound good. Cloves of garlic should be plenty. You can add more if you want to, but yeah, you can overpower a dish with garlic, though. Hey, I remember hanging out on the Xbox lobbies, you learn a few things there. garlic's going in. Yeah, well, if you're just cooking for yourself, that's fine. I mean, but in this dish, you got the meatballs, when I want their flavor to shine, and they got some garlic in them already. And you're also going to have the mushrooms, so I don't want their flavor to be overblown, you know. I want everything to blend together nicely versus just overpowered by garlic. Oh yeah, I'm pretty good at that, Terry. Yeah, maybe I can live stream fishing and you can see my baiting skills, you know. Yeah, I mean, for 2 servings of pasta, there's more than enough garlic in there. But once again, personal preference. If you feel it needs more garlic, you can always add more, you know. Al dente is definitely the only way, acceptable way to cook pasta. Just got a store-bought sauce here or whatever. It's alright. Get the job done. I got a little bit of plain tomato sauce in this guy that I need to use up as well. Sure. I'm trying to get as unmolested tomato sauce as possible, and that way I can control how it's seasoned and what goes in it, you know. You should put water in the container just a bit and mix it with the lid on, yeah. I mean, I could do that. I gotta run to the kitchen anyways. There we go. So what else do we got? Go. We got some red pepper here. Your life partner we saw yesterday needing the meatballs under the table. You mean my dogs? I would add a little bit of red wine if I had some, but I don't have any at the moment. It'll be okay. A couple cranks of black pepper in there. Stir that in. Oh shit. Stir all that in. Probably. I don't know if I'll stream it, but I will cook at some point tomorrow. Put a couple leaves of fresh basil from the garden in there. Yeah, well, I'm gonna cook anyways. I usually do live stream it, you know. gonna give that about 10 minutes or so. Then we'll put our balls in, and then we'll cook our pasta. And it should be pretty good. Let's take one of our balls here. Okay, you can't really see, but they're still a little bit pink in the middle, brown on the outside. That's how I like them. So in the meatballs, they're beef, Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, garlic, onion. I think I forgot to put the parsley in last night, so. And a vodka next time. I would consider it. No, come on, Dottie. We've known you've seen some balls in your time. I wish. I'm staying about the same. I gotta start committing to it if that's something I actually want to do. I am running more, though, so. Well, thank you, Dottie. I've heard of that phenomenon. I haven't been in the gym much. It's just been mostly cardio, and I wouldn't say diet, but I really haven't changed anything there. Chicken carbonara. I don't think you can make chicken carbonara because the up, down, left, right. No, I'm Protestant. Although Catholic girls seem to be hotter than Protestant girls, just on anecdotal evidence. But yeah, you can't make carbonara pasta without pork. It's impossible. Something different. I mean, you need that guanciale. Oh, jeez, who hurt you? Dogs, come. Well, chicken carbonara is not carbonara. I mean, carbonara, I guess you can get away using pancetta or speck, but you really need the guanciale for that shit. Chicken parm pasta. Yeah, well, I got a video of that on my channel if you look it up. That's an old one, but it's a fun one. I'll be back. I missed? Oh, Ryan, well, I appreciate it. Man wasn't joking about streaming earlier. Thank you for the support, Ryan. Damn it. Yeah, the chicken Alfredo turned out pretty good. You need to try cacio and pep. Yeah, it's alright. AP, it's alright. Chicken Alfredo. Solid, you know. Ryan, thank you. Yeah, I have, Mark. I've lived in Italy, I've lived in Japan, live in Hawaii now, so I generally try just about anything. Uzbek pav? No, can't say I've had. I've spent some time in Eastern Europe and had some of their stuff over there as well. It's actually excellent cuisine. Bulgaria had great food, actually, and wine, for that matter. Yeah, well, I'll have to look into that. That sounds like a good afternoon, Ryan. Yeah. I relate a Colt. I have no qualms about it. I mean, the thing that you gotta remember is there are good Colts and there are bad Colts. I'm fairly confident this is a good Colt. That'll get you, Daddy. That'll get you. And they get cranky when they don't get their meds. I guess at least it's late enough in the day you can put them all to sleep, though. Penny! False alarm. Take a little bit of butter. A little bit of garlic powder. And we're gonna pop these in the oven for about 5 minutes or so, and we'll be back after that. Just to kind of crisp the buns up a little bit. Pizza's good, SCNA. Okay, well, I know everybody likes to get paid more. licensed pharmacists are really doing some quality work out there. Yeah, well, you boil spaghetti. That's how you cook spaghetti. No, I can do that. You know, all these pasta things. Or scramble the meat next time. It's a different dish. Those aren't meatballs at that point, Dottie. Oh man, you got a whole lot of lists of recipes for try AT. Yeah, sure you are, Google. I'm sure you are. What's a texture thing? You can't scramble meat, you need it. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you're just using ground beef, for one, you should use pork. Not really, average. Uh, if you're gonna do that, no. But a meatball is more than just ground beef. There's cheese in it, there's breadcrumbs in it, there's seasonings. I mean, it's different than just ground beef. Just let some of the water content boil off. You know, that way that you get a nice, thicker sauce, less runny, I guess. But you'll see what I'm about ready to do with this. Oh yeah, seems legit, Dottie. Yeah, but then you're not gonna play with balls, you know. I mean, to make a meatball, you want to kind of compress it. You pick it up and then you roll it around. Done. It doesn't take that much longer than that, and you just grab the same amount of meat. You know, if you go for like the, I don't know what technique it is, but the three-prong approach there, you get the same amount of meat for each meatball every time, and then you just roll it out. Oh, what's going on, Patrick from New Zealand? Welcome back. But then sometimes they don't come out of the scooper, and it's one more thing you gotta clean. Where I know my fingers ain't changing size. All right, I can grab in, roll them out. They're gonna be pretty uniform. And then if they're not, you just, take a little bit off and re-roll them. Yeah, baked ziti's good, yeah. Look away. Yeah, butter chicken's good, Yeah, here, roll on top of your garlic toasted bun. Which one's the bottom? This one's the bottom. Alright. Yeah, well, you use what's available. Got a little serrano pepper here. we're gonna pop this in the oven for another 5 minutes or so. Just to get everything all melted together. Alright. Consider it. Are you gonna try to desecrate my body after you kill me, or what? Yeah, to each their own, Dottie. You can leave it off. No, it's a man witch. We got Honda Civic. I enjoy it. Like Tom from MySpace. Oh, I'll look back at him. 8 a.m. hub. I'm still thinking about it. Or is that a Tom Selleck reference? Or maybe Tom like Voldemort. I don't know. Well, shit. You know, spaghetti with meatballs and a meatball sandwich. Yeah, that's good. Flavors are blended nicely together. I mean, that sauce is done whenever. So, it is still a little bit runny for me, so I'll let it simmer down a little bit more. Olive. Yeah, what's the question, Patrick? What's going on, Juanita? Welcome. I always remember your first time. No, enough with the day joke. Was Higgins really the guy who owned the estate from Livden? I have no idea. Classic mix-up, Ryan. Nope, not tonight. Spaghetti and meatballs and a meatball sandwich. Ah, man. A good conspiracy is that you knew your father, 8 a.m. hub. I don't know. You put me on the spot, you know. Bring up one and I'll give you my opinion on it. Electric stylus, cooking in your personality. Thank you. Creamy pesto shrimp. I don't got enough basil. It takes a shit ton of basil to do a good pesto. Or pine nuts, for that matter. You know, and I ain't getting married anytime soon, so I don't have to worry about being a groom, now do I? Oh, thank you, Dylan. Good to see you again. Well, my thing on seed oils and this and that, yeah, you do need that too. If you can tell where the oil comes from, you're good to go. Listen, olives, very oily, not suspect. A avocado, oily, not suspect. Corn, kind of iffy. But how the hell do you want, what is canola, anyways? And two, how do you milk all these weird things, alright? Oh, yeah, nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like reading a recipe book, table of contents whenever AT speaks. Yeah, he's from New Zealand. That's a sandwich. Messy, but delicious. Protestant. Yeah. I'm starting to get a little bit Spanish, AT. Absolutely, Juanita. Yeah, every once in a while that's true. Finding in quadrilline. Thank you, Wolfgang. Absolutely. Yep. Operation Deep Freeze or whatever they call it, I don't know. go down there and count the penguins or whatever they're doing down there. That sauce is hot. Definitely did not just burn myself. Oh. Well, based on how often you read Oliver Twist, you still haven't gotten laid, Wolfgang, so. But it's nice that you were able to find a nice escape in classic British literature. God bless you. Oh yeah, that's what I hear. I know. But not quite as much of a good time as Treasure Island was, though, Wolfman. Sorry, AT. That's spam at this point. Thank you. It's not true spaghetti, but it's linguine. It's going to get the job done. I like eating. I break Cardinal's rule to get spaghetti in pan. Well, Hilda. Nah, you know what? I'll just say YouTube ain't paying my rent bill, so it's none of your concern. It's all in the eye of the beholder. I have a little dog, yeah, little yard that my little dogs enjoy. Penny, no. Yeah, well, this isn't financial advice on real estate speculating. This is cooking conspiracy here. Roughly 35 ish. Well, that includes utilities and everything. Out the door at 35. Isn't that right? Man, I think you're not buying this real estate. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. Nah, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Hey, quiet. I do okay, Eddie. I do okay. What's up, just looking? Oh, yeah, she always has something to say. Yeah, I haven't heard much from Oprah recently. Alright, I got things to do, but I am thirsty, so I'm just gonna make this one a virgin, you know. Well, let's go ahead and juice the grapefruit again. Grapefruit juice in. Let's see here. Now vodka's gonna need a sweetener, to be honest. Otherwise, it's just straight grapefruit. Jesus bypasses opera. Yeah, that might be true. Give it a hit of that simple syrup to give it a little bit of sweetness. Club club soda. I'm financially conservative, Eddie. Why do you think I bake good food and drink at home versus paying 10 times as much or 5 times as much to get it out, you know? You know, it's all about choices you make now, so you have a lot of easier choices down the road, you know? You can, you know, get promoted as much as you want, this and that. But if you just let lifestyle creep in and keep spending more and more and more and more money, you're never going to get ahead. Step 1, live within your means. Don't spend money you don't have. Step 2, save, invest, or whatever. Hopefully 10 years, Google. If all goes to plan. Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference between frugal and cheap. And I would even say financially conservative doesn't automatically mean frugal. You don't want to be cheap, but, you know, frugal is a good thing, cheap is a bad thing. I don't know, we'll see, Google. Spaghetti and meatballs. You missed the meatball sandwich. Linguine, well, actually, it's linguine and meatballs, but linguine is about ready to be coming out of the pot here, and everything will become self-evident. What's up, sandwich? It's been a minute. How you doing? We'll see. Nothing's been decided yet. I spent some time in Charleston. It was nice. Oh, you missed the whole meatball sandwich. You missed making the meatballs, but that was last night. You know. Well, yeah, how's life been down in Florida? Sandwich. More or less. Depending what you mean by middle of the states. No cilantro. Maybe if you wanted a little bit of greenery, maybe you could convince me a little bit of fresh parsley that doesn't really have like the same powerful taste that cilantro has. Or just use, if you're just looking for color, just use a little bit of the dried, a little bit of the greenery. Okay, there you go. And a big old crack of black pepper on top. Like that. Yeah. But with that being said, I am going to go eat on my patio. But thank you all for joining. It's been fun. But I got some stuff to do. Neighbor's going to come over to eat too. So, yeah. So, ciao, ciao.